Hello knife people, this is Eitan from the Armory channel. Today I want to make a short review on some World War and Vietnam era knives from Westrem cutlery. We don't see in YouTube many reviews on US military items, so I recently started to collect them, and I want to contribute my part and to make more and more reviews on that matter. Now I want to say thank you to Gary Wolford from usmilitaryfightingknives.com. I purchased those two models, two Western models from him, and they came exactly as he said, with those lovely bags. You don't see that every day. Well packed. It's hard to find a good authentic militaria today for three reasons. One, it's hard to find because it's rare, some of the items. Two, some people don't know what they have and they sell something as they think it's rare or from one era, which is actually from another era, and other people who don't understand buy that. So you need to make your research before you purchase a military item. And third, counterfeits. You see them also. So a bit of Western cutlery company. This company founded in 1911 at Colorado by I can't remember the name of the family, but I know that they from the mid 19th century had dealt with cutlery and had a connection with other families who later become famous US manufacturers like Case. So it's interesting and something to look into. Now what I know about Western cutlery, that from the items that I saw, that they made high-end items. They were very popular and they made a lot of items to the US Army during World War II. Their knives was, as I said, well made. You know, there are always a variety of companies, and some of them make their knives better and some of them make them simple or not as good as others. So I can say that Western is one of the companies that made better knives. So what do we see here? We see here what is the most popular or famous model of the company during World War II, the Shark model, G46-6, 6-inch blade, blued finish. It came also in uncoated finish, which had a polish. Same materials as most of US World War II era knives made: steel, leather, aluminium or steel or other materials. This knife came with two blade finish, but the pommel came with some other varieties. You can find a black blade finish with a steel pommel, aluminium pommel, etc. They had a patent on the tang, which was shaped like sort of it was a double tang instead of one tang in the middle. It has two steel lines that in the middle they had a gap, and the leather washers was shaped as an H. Now it's an interesting, unless you're an electrician and you don't want to get hit by electricity when you touch the blade if you cut something with voltage. Anyway, so this is the Shark model. As you've seen, in very good shape with the logo, and this is the original leather sheath, sorry, double stitched, well made. Another model which is way more impressive is the G46-8. The G46-8 is like a Mark II but with a bigger blade, 8-inch blade. Impressive blued blade with some sort of a convex grind, same age tang, threaded like that, steel pommel, washers, leather washers, logo. It's impressive knife, thick. I think that every US soldier would want like one of those. Original leather sheath, double stitch, well-made knife. The blued blade finish is very rare in this model, hard to find. Very sharp, mint. Now this model, I think it's Vietnam era, called the L46-8. If you have any information regarding to that model, I would love to have it. I made a bit of research in forums and etc., and I haven't seen an article or something that can shed a full light on how and when it was used in the Vietnam era by US soldiers. So I think maybe some soldiers maybe purchased it privately, but military issued it wasn't. That I know. Now, as you've seen, it's look like a fancy Mark II knife, hunting knife. It's a very beautiful, well-made finish, and the grind is very accurate, and it's impressive knife. We have aluminum pommel with these washers here, and of course the H tang, wooden scales. Very impressive, well-made knife with the brass guard. And the sheath, of course. Now, as far as I know, Westrem was sold to Camelos during the mid or late half of the 20th century, and then Camelos was sold also. And this is the Westrem items I currently have. So I hope you enjoyed it, and it contributed a bit to the information on those knives. And that's it. Thank you very much.